To get to Dardhe, you come from the plain down there and up this canyon, up this road, and go around up that way. Just around the bend, you reach the peak, and then it drops down into the valley that faces Greece. Here we have the pastoral mountains of Dardhe. Down that valley, 2 kilometers, is Greece. And down this cobbly street is the terraced village of Dardhe. I've just arrived in the village of Dardhe, about half an hour out of Korçë. It's a really steep town, and I'm driving along the edge of it, and I still haven't found if there's a town square or a place to have a coffee. Super beautiful here. I just came down that road. Looks like I've come to a dead end of sorts, where it goes up to another place. So I'm gonna head back up. There was a restaurant I passed, and I think I'll see if they have some coffee there. There was an old dude hanging out front. This is the hotel restaurant Nova. I'm talking to the owner, Nikola. He gave me a nice coffee, nice Turkish coffee. It's pretty empty right now. Look at that view. Very nice. Lots of rooms. I return here. It's very nice. Little room here. The big room. Nice. The suite. Grand suite, huh? Beautiful room. The view of the valley below. Very nice.
E mi hai venuta fuori il amore? E per contato di non per questa cosa come niente. Vabbè, foto con poter in americano.
Very nice. Nice rooms. This is the kitchen of Hotel Nova. The view out the window. There's a little graveyard over there. It's a beauty. This is where they make the lacroix. Wow, heavy on. Well, this turned into quite an adventure. Nikola, the hotel owner, just whipped me up some eggs with some cheese and some bread, and a local guy, I'm not sure who he is, has been chatting with me, and I'm kicking it in the kitchen, eating some breakfast. What a nice guy. This is the dining room. It's very nice. And I've just been in the kitchen, back through there. It's a weekday, and the town is very quiet. I've only seen a couple people. It's very steep, and all of the properties are built on terraces. The village of Dardhe has its own little artesian well as well. Here's the chapel of St. George in Dardhe. There's some new wooden beams. It's been restored. Looks like some of the stonework has been restored. Very nice chapel. Here's what a relatively tasty section of State Highway looks like. The surface is good. There's a line painted down the middle. This here is pretty typical of the state highways out in the hinterlands. Not much shoulders, and you got to keep your eyes open because at any second there could be a pothole like there, or there could be a ditch from repairs that hadn't been filled in all the way. So it's a big bang. I just came across a whole bunch of cows in the road with the farmer, the herder, the cow herd dude, and they were just smack in the middle of the road, so I had to slow down to 0. Here's a little ditch. That one's not too bad. Some of the curves have steep hairpin grades to them. Here we go. Here's a bridge with some repair. Gotta slow down and get through that. And around the curves, a lot of people will be in your lane, so you got to be ready for that as well. Somebody will be taking up the entire road and you'll meet them head on, so you want to be aware of all sorts of potentialities. I've just come from the town of Ersek, which is on the road from Korçë to Permet. I just came down and I'll be going down there off into the distance out that way. The road here is a bit scrappy, and it sort of reminds me of some of the travel stuff I've read about Albania back in the 90s and communist era. I can imagine how remote this place was back when this road was probably a 1-lane dirt road. I got a little detour, put a new pipe in. So I have to switch to a little detour and bypass the construction. My goodness. We're back on the road again. Back on the road. I think that coming down that mountain was the worst of it. The road was pretty bad. Now I think we're back into some decent roads again. That last section, coming down all those switchbacks, really gave me some communist vibes for some reason. I could just imagine traveling around slowly in Albania in the times of Enver Hoxha. This is the town of Leskovic. I'm not staying here because I want to get to Permet. I still have about an hour and a half or so to Permet, but it looks like a nice little mountain village. Across the river over there is Greece. And that river there, I believe, is the Vjosa River. And the village up on the mountain up there, probably serving some Greek food. The road is a veritable wasteland. You can see they're carving it out, trying to make the lanes wider, which eventually will be good. But right now, it is a hot mess coming up this side of the mountain. And then boom, you're out of it. Just like that. There's a nice hotel here. Now I'm coming back down the slope and they're doing some more work on this side, carving out more to widen the road eventually. See if this dude lets me pass. This is a new but very skinny road, very high on the mountain. I see some German bicyclists and some German motorcycles on this road. Okay, now Albanians driving crazy as usual. I'm still about 30 minutes or so from Permet, so I'll keep driving. I just wanted to stop and stretch my legs and check out this beautiful river. Looks like there's a path down that you can just walk and perhaps just swim. Seems like the perfect thing to do.